Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having the most incredible day. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for the latest in reality TV, influencer tea, pop culture, or Britney, I got you covered, girl. Grab a snack and a drink. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to support my channel, there is a thanks button down below where you can go ahead and support. Again, you guys, I'm not in my usual setup. I am washing my bedding at the moment. And we had a couple friends sleep over the other night. We were really drunk. So I'm like, you know what? I need fresh linen. I need fresh, not linen, covers, you know. Anyways, so they're washing, so I'm sitting on the floor right now again. Yesterday's videos was also on the floor. I'm trying to get my life together, bitch. All right, so it is what it is. But we gotta talk about Alexa Nikolas. I hope I'm saying her last name right. She was one of Jaime Lynn Spears, you know, the girl who wrote a book that nobody read. She was one of her co-stars in the show Zoey 101, and Alexa speaks out multiple times that Jaime Lynn was a huge bully and actually got manipulated, and Jaime Lynn allegedly manipulated Britney, and Alexa does talk about the time that Britney yelled at her on the set of Zoey 101 on the last day of filming. So basically, Alexa went on the Christy Carlson Romano podcast, you know, Kim Possible and Cadet Kelly. Call me, beat me, if you want to reach me, when you want to page me, it's okay. Yeah, so she went on her podcast and they talked about everything. And she does like sort of like, you know, go back in time and talk about how Jaime Lynn treated her like shit. She was such a bully to her allegedly, and that Britney, she went on set and actually she yelled at Alexa because Britney was told that Alexa was one who was allegedly bullying Jaime Lynn Spears. So she did that interview about 2 days ago, and Britney actually took to Twitter and wrote a long ass apology. But not only an apology, but like kind of like she spilled some tea. So I'm gonna read it to you guys and then we can talk about it. So Britney writes, "It broke my heart to see your interview about your experience in the business. Hollywood is a place of dreams, but let's be honest. On rare occasions do people come out years later and share the dark side. There are thousands of people with broken dreams, and I'm absolutely in awe of you raising awareness for the next generation on how to be protected. The one thing you said you wish you could have told your younger self is that you wish you could have known you could have just walked away. Countless times I did the same thing and I took the abuse. It's nice to know I'm not the only one who has felt that way. I know it's 15 years later what you are sharing, but trust me, I know it still matters. Although I have apologized to you personally just by instinct, my heart at the time didn't know how incredibly good my family was with the acting language. Just imagine me visiting my little sister on set, last day of shooting, bringing sprinkle cupcakes, 9 months pregnant, hormones raging like hell, and the assistant director, Ian, witnessing Jaime Lynn running to me, placing her hands on my knees while I'm sitting down, her sobbing, telling me that she's being bullied on set. The assistant director and my mom included in the room were just silent. My sister was literally like my daughter growing up, so I apologize for my ignorance for yelling at you when I obviously had no idea what was really going on. Jesus Christ, I was pregnant, and let's be honest, all the moms and dads, the watchful white owls who hide behind the scenes observing their child stars, referring to my mother who should have immediately stepped in and took over the situation. And I told my 9-month pregnant self to sit down, relax, and have a sprinkles cupcake. They should have treated me like a guest because that's exactly what I was. It's always been extremely interesting the situations my family has put me in to make me embarrassed. I know you have probably heard what happened to me 3 years ago. I wrote 3 different versions of a book, and since then, honestly, it's been the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And if you haven't heard already, it's become a joke because TMZ News says I ran out of paper. I'm also sure they get a good laugh at seeing me on my Instagram. What was done to me is frankly beyond it all. The way you spoke gave me strength and inspiration, but I do write you this message today because I'm sorry for ever hurting your feelings. You should tell Nickelodeon to kiss your ass. So I was super like, I love that she did that, to be very honest. I think that's the thing about Britney, you guys. Like, I just love the fact that Britney could be so fucking like, she's very, very, very down to earth, in my opinion. And I think that she's very kind, and I'm happy to see this. And actually, Alexa, she wrote back, and said the following. Let me see if I can find it, which I'm sure I can. Hang on, it's here somewhere. Oh yeah. So she responded and said, at Britney Spears, love you so much. Seriously, I'm crying. Thank you so much for this type of kindness right now. It's making me melt. You deserve the best in the world. You are my biggest inspiration and honestly always have been. And then she says, at Nickelodeon, kiss my ass, which that's so fucking cool. You know what? I think that there's a lot of things that we have to like, there's a lot of things that I think, hang on, let me put this into perspective. There's a lot of things that I think we have to put into the realm of possibilities, that a lot of the things that we have witnessed or seen Britney do, or maybe heard about her rumors, actions that maybe she took, allegations, whatever. We have to stop and think that, was she put in that situation? Because obviously, I watched the podcast with Alexa on the Christy Carlson Romano podcast. I think it's called, oh, I forgot what it's called, but it's so in, I forgot what it's called, but it's good. You guys should check it out. I love Christy Carlson. But, you know, there's a lot of things that Alexa said that really does make me believe that Jaime Lynn is capable of bullying. Now, I know I've been very hard on Jaime Lynn, but I just can't for the life of me understand a sister who watches her sister be treated like worse than a circus animal. You know what I mean? And I just have zero respect for her as a sister. I respect that she's a human being, and I don't wish ill will on anybody. But I do believe that Jaime Lynn can be very capable of being a bully. And in my opinion, I believe Alexa. Well, Alexa took further and wrote a longer kind of caption, and she said, at Britney Spears, I'm sitting here crying with my jaw on the floor. Thank you for seeing me and listening to me. Thank you for apologizing. As you know, I forgive you. You have always been my biggest inspiration and strength since I was 6 years old. You have healed so many childhood wounds for me as an adult. Your voice is powerful beyond. I hope you always know that. This is honestly one of the kindest things anyone has ever done for me. We forget as a society how much support and love impacts us. That's so true. My child self and current self is in awe of the incredible person you are. I always knew that about you. I'm pretty positive so many of us always knew. Thank you for being you and embracing everything that you are. To describe you now would be a wordless language. Thank you for this. I can't wait to show my daughter Nova what an inspiration you are now and forever. Love you. You deserve the best. That's all for now. Thank you. Oh, and at Nickelodeon can kiss my ass. So I'm happy that happened. I think Alexa, I think she really needed the apology again. I think that certain things that you go through in life, even though people apologize, even though you move on, it is a difficult situation, and you do sometimes it's not just like, oh yeah, I forget about it, you know. And Britney obviously was, in my opinion, manipulated by Jaime Lynn Spears. I think that Jaime Lynn Spears just has a mean face. You know what I mean? She just has a mean face. I will never forget in Diary, MTV Diary, Britney Spears, when they're sitting in a car. I think Britney's on her way to do some kind of racetrack thing, but they're sitting in a car, and I just will never forget the way, not even in that, but in so many other occasions, that Britney when she talks about Jaime Lynn, when she's with Jaime Lynn, when she hugs Jaime Lynn, when she embraces Jaime Lynn in the past, it was true love. And it is so sad to see that love was not strong enough for Jaime Lynn to turn around and do anything in her power to help Britney. And you know, I'm sure that in time in the future we'll hear more about this, but I think for now, I'm happy that Alexa is healing, and I'm happy that Britney understands that she was manipulated. And I hope that, you never know, they could have some kind of friendship. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.